We got a sweet dragon. We got it looks like this guy's face is on fire, or he's shooting a gun. That's probably a gun. Sure. We got explosions. Armored dragon. This looks like a different dragon from the first games. It's got shin guards now. Yeah, kids to adults, ages 6+. So if a 6-year-old can beat this, then so can I. Hopefully. Sega Saturn exclusive. I don't think this even got a Tiger handheld release like Panzer Dragoon 1 did. Maybe it did, I'm not sure, but they can't call it an exclusive if there's a Tiger version. Alright. This looks like a pretty wordy back cover for this. Alright. Take a dragon to flight school, he takes you to battle school. Dragon's growth depends on you. Go back in time to find out how your fire-breathing friend sprouted his wings. What? Revolutionary new game dynamic to choose paths. Alright, that's pretty revolutionary. Berserk mode to power up. 7 levels. 360-degree action. Sure. Flash backwards several years before the vicious battle. Okay, so this is a prequel? Exclusive use of Dragoons. Dragons with wings are executed. Uh-huh. Randy. Okay, our hero is Randy. And his newfound dragon friend want to turn the tide of something. I guess we're fighting for the Empire this time? Sure. Sure. Okay. Alright, which controller is plugged in? This one. Alright. So Panzer Dragoon 1 took... Let me check that while we get booting here. Panzer Dragoon 1 took 5,543 seconds. Great, thanks game. Alright, I don't know how long it took. Math is hard. I don't keep Saturn stats for the bot. So the bot's no use for this. I guess hold on. I guess we can check. Hold on. I just need to change a value here. 0 Panzer Dragoon 1. Change it to that. Change this to this. Okay, Panzer Dragoon 1 took an hour and a half. Okay, that's how long it took. An hour and a half. So Panzer Dragoon 2, probably going to be similar in length. Alright. So let's get the old flash cart booted up here. Probably by the end of next week, I'm going to get the Dreamcast version of this thing. Okay. In the mail. I got my order put in, and the guy shipped it today. Which is awesome, because the guy only sells them like twice a year. And only for 1 hour twice a year. So I've gotten lucky both times and getting my order in. I should preemptively use infinite credits if it's got a code for it. clearly needed them for the first one. Apparently this doesn't have infinite credits. Well, great. No infinite credits, boys. Alright, hopefully this has a more forgiving like checkpoint system than the first game does. Alright. A sweet 4DI title screen. Alright. Normal. Shot, berserk, view change. Okay, so there is no change camera. Like in the first game, the X, Y, and Z buttons, which if you haven't seen a Saturn controller before, D-pad, this is optional. It's kind of like the weird analog controller. Then you got A, B, C, X, Y, Z, and then 2 triggers. That's the layout of Saturn controllers. And in the first game, X, Y, and Z like move the camera forward and back. So interesting that they got rid of that. Unless it's like yeah, they just completely got rid of that. Huh. I prefer this controller over the regular Saturn controller. Like here's the stock Saturn controller, and I do not like the buttons on this. They're really mushy and hard to press. But on my 3D controller, they're way better. So I actually prefer using this. Apparently this has widescreen mode. Huh. So, widescreen mode on a 1996 game. Interesting. Alright. Well, this all looks fine to me. Actually, let me see player data. So, one of the reasons why I wanted to play Panzer Dragoon 1 and 2 before I get into Panzer Dragoon Saga, which is kind of like the end game for these, is that if you have beaten the game and you have a save that has beaten the game on your Saturn, it unlocks some extra thing in Panzer Dragoon Saga. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to play through Panzer Dragoon 1 and 2 before Saga. Wide mode probably doesn't go into effect until you get into gameplay. It probably does actually squish the screen. Though, geez, 1996, having a widescreen mode on TVs back then. God, I don't remember wide mode being a thing on TVs until like DVDs started coming out, and that was like 99. Well, we can check it out after I'm done with the story mode and see if it does actually do anything. Yeah, we're clearly not playing Grandia right now. I did 5 hours of Grandia. And we got to a good stopping point for the night on that one. So they're still using the weird, probably made up language for this that they had in the first one. I wonder if they keep that up for Saga. I imagine they did. So okay, this is supposed to be a prequel to Panzer Dragoon 1. Maybe this guy's the hunter from the start of Panzer Dragoon 1. Or no, it can't be. Yeah, there's quite a few Panzer Dragoons. There's Panzer Dragoon 1 on Saturn, 2, which is this one. There's an RPG, also on Saturn, called Panzer Dragoon Saga, which is about $1,000 if you want a copy of it, by the way. And on original Xbox, there's Panzer Dragoon Orda. So, as far as I know, that's the 4 console ones. There's also a Tiger handheld, which is a little LCD handheld things for Panzer Dragoon. And I think that's it. I don't know of any others, at least in the West. And I've never played any of them except for like half an hour of Orda on Xbox and the Tiger one before this. So we played through Panzer Dragoon 1 a few weeks ago. And we're probably going to get through this tonight. And then at some point in the future, maybe when we're not in RPG Hell in PS Explosion, which we're currently in, we'll do Panzer Dragoon Saga. But I'm not going to start Panzer Dragoon Saga while we've got Grandia and Vandal Hearts and PS Explosion. That's just too much, too much RPG at once. Yeah, Saturns are they're above average in price for consoles. Panzer Dragoon is also kind of expensive. The cheapest way to get into oh god, okay, it's not included. The cheapest way to get into Saturn stuff is getting the Japanese versions of each game and a Japanese Saturn. It is significantly cheaper than the US versions. Also, Saturn emulation is not great, but you can actually emulate Saturn games. There's an emulator called SSF that you want to use. Oh, that's right, I forgot about the lock-on. I don't need to be mashing here. Completely forgot. So the next Saturnday game will likely not be Panzer Dragoon Saga. I do have something in mind for a few things in mind actually. Yeah, Panzer Dragoon Saga is very expensive, but it's still kind of indicative of just how much Saturn or US Saturn games go for it. By the way, a Japanese copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga is $30. By the way, if you want to know how much, like I mentioned, it's cheap getting into Japanese Saturn games. That's an indication of just how fucked the market is for Saturn stuff. Japanese PDS is $30 and the US PDS is $1,000. It was something similar for Dark Savior. My copy of Dark Savior was, I think, $8 shipped, and the US copy was like $50. That's just how it is. So it looks like this game runs faster, runs better than the first one did. This one appears to be 60 FPS. And the music seems better. I'm gonna turn it down though, because it's probably can't hear me at all. This also is a bit easier than the first one. Supply and demand is what the difference was about. They printed a bunch of copies of Japanese games, so there's just a ton of them around. US and PAL releases didn't get as many discs made. So they're much more rare for US and PAL versions of Saturn games, so... Because there's not as many around, the people who do have them can hike up the prices. And, like, I remember when Panzer Dragoon Saga came out, it was rare even when it came out. So now it's even worse nowadays. So far the levels are much shorter than 1, if the first level is any indication. Nice Letta. I do like that the frame rate is actually not horrible for this. And it appears that there's no, like, continue system. Hopefully in this, like, if you die, it just lets you restart at the beginning of the stage. Yo, correct. And yeah, if you ever see Saturn games like in a swap meet or something for less than a whole lot of money, just get them, because chances are the person selling them doesn't know how much they're actually worth. So if anything, you could probably make a profit off of them. For those of you who like to frequent swap meets and all that. Chances are you can turn those Saturn games into cash. Or just keep them and enjoy them, because there are some good Saturn games, and we'll be playing through them on stream in the months ahead. 110 euros. That seems about right. I paid 80 shipped for my US Saturn, and I think 65 shipped for my Japanese Saturn. So a bit less than 110 euro, because that would be about 130 US. Yeah, like you want to get rich quick scheme. Start investing in Saturn stuff. You'll be a millionaire in no time. Though rare PlayStation games, not as valuable, at least in North America. Yo, thank you for the 500 bits, seasonal. I think my bot is still broken in terms of bits. I saw that though, thank you. Alright, let's get mashing. So far, this is quite a bit easier than the first game. Okay, this ship design is in the first game. So I know I have access to Berserk mode, but I think I'm going to save that for the boss. Unless this is the boss, but I doubt it is. Yeah, you're going to want to have cables for Saturn. My Saturns didn't actually come with power cables. I had to scavenge power cables for my Saturns. And I replaced the video cables with SCART stuff anyways, which around here SCART is not at all common. So I had to custom order the video cables for these. It looks pretty good though. Yeah, Guardian Heroes is fairly expensive. I think there's an Xbox Live port of that though, right? I don't know if it's like accurate or anything, but I'm pretty sure that got an XBL release of some sort. which is something, I guess. Yeah, I had no idea SCART was even a thing until probably this decade, and I've been capturing video and all of that since like 2005, capturing game console video since like 2005. But it's definitely something you want for older systems. Oh, there's no slowdown. Well, geez, it's what is a Saturn game if it doesn't have massive frame rate drops? It's practically not even a Saturn game at that point. Alright. Oh shit, Berserk mode is... Alright, so that's Berserk mode. Feeling all that debris can damage me. But the boss designs so far, I would say, a lot cooler than the first game. Still no frame rate drops yet. You can't quite rapid fire as fast as you can in the first game, which is a little weird. Yeah, controller capture is a no-go. I'm not even gonna pursue that anymore because I already damaged my Saturn, and we already said Saturns aren't exactly cheap, so I already have 2 Saturns. I really don't want to buy any more, so I'm not even gonna bother with that stuff. Hey, Panda. All right, that's 3. Wait, did my dragon just evolve? Huh. Okay. After Gadwin left, we got Gadwin's boat, and then on the boat, Lena was hitting on Justin, and then Justin got seduced by mermaids, and then I had to fight a boss twice. And then I killed the boss. They got back on the ship and sailed to the next continent, and that's where Disc 2 started. And that's where I saved it and switched over to this. So, there you go. Well, oh god, I didn't mean to do that. If you still want to play Saturn games, you could just emulate. The Saturn games are in the usual places. If you know where to look, Google can help you out with that. And just use the SSF emulator, which for the most part is fairly accurate. So, if you just want to get into some light Saturn gaming, I'd recommend that. All right, the music here. I don't know if the music fits the theme anymore of this game. is a cool looking stage though. I think they really stepped up the art design. Well, they said they couldn't afford the price of a Saturn right now, so that's a bit out the window. And plus the flash cart thing, the guy isn't even going to be selling flash carts for another probably 6 months. So, and you can't even order the flash cart until you know what model Saturn that you have. So, if you're interested in a Saturn flash cart, step 1, get a Saturn. And open it up and find out which Saturn that you have. And then you can worry about ordering a flash card. Because the guy doesn't even let you place your order unless you tell him which model you have. And you won't know which model you have until you open it up. So it looks like I can't even avoid. Remember when I said that this started off pretty easy? No, not anymore. Oh god. Oh god. The Saturns actually had an optical drive emulator, which is the thing that I'm using for a while. The guy first released it a while ago. Alright, I'm not doing Berserk mode until I see health bar. There we go. Alright, get some. No, the copy protection on Saturn's been broken for a while as well. That's also not been the thing. The thing that was that the guy figured out recently is like the final layer to full access to the system or something. But believe me, oh Jesus! All right, apparently you can't shoot down that thing. And it looks like there's infinite continues, so good. They they didn't do what they did in 1. But there have been, for example, mod chips for Saturn for a long time. Like probably since '98 or so. I am a fan of Infinite Continues. And there's actually a swap trick that you can do with Saturn to play burn games, but only burn games. If you wanted to play games outside of your region, you actually need an action replay device, which is what I actually have in my Saturn. Because action replay bypasses the region checks, as it does for a lot of systems, like it does it on PlayStation and all that. Because there's a little expansion port on the top of the Saturn that you can put cartridges into, like the action replay that I currently have in. What do you mean by that, Highlands? This seems about as much of a shmup as the first one. Unless we're using different definitions of shmup. I mean, like bullet heli or what? Oh god, I did not mean to do that. Well, rip a bunch of free damage on the boss. And I didn't even kill that thing. Shit. Oh god. Alright. It's going sideways. Didn't even kill it. Great. Panzer Dragoon Saga was just straight up an RPG, and it was the only one that was an RPG. Panzer Dragoon 1, 2, and Orda are all rail shooters like this. The outlier was Saga, where they decided to make it an RPG. Which, good on them. That must be kind of a hard swing for that development team. Because I'm pretty sure the only games that they ever made were these. And Panzer Dragoon Saga is pretty highly regarded as an RPG, so I've never played it, so it's all hearsay to me. I don't know if it's just Sega fans being like, oh god, we finally got an RPG on our system that's not anime. I don't know. I'll see for myself on this. Okay, so one big spinny thing comes after me. That thing. Just gotta get out of the way! Are you okay? Is that just unavoidable? Alright, got him. What's Team Andromeda been up to lately? Because like the last game that I remember them doing was Panzer Dragoon Orda. Oh, they make Sega Worldwide Soccer now. Well, it makes some money, I guess. They probably made a whole lot more money than this did. Oh, they made the Jet Set games, huh? Alright. Gun Valkyrie, yeah. I think I had that game, but never actually played it. I think I actually had a disc of that game. But I don't think I ever actually played it. RIP. Oh god. Oh my god, they make the Sonic at the Olympic Games? Nice. Well, those sell too, I suppose. I think it's a similar story for Macaw's favorite developer, Wolf Team, where they used to make the most baller shit, and now it's just licensed garbage. But hey, keeps the lights on. For every Panzer Dragoon saga, you gotta make 10 Sonic games. Right. Is that a dragon just stuck in the wall? Oh god. Oh yeah, that's right. Wolf Team makes the Tails games. Does this have analog support? Oh god, it doesn't. Okay. Alright. I flipped the analog switch and it, Nope. It's alright, mistakes were made. Well, it looks like, yes, this does support the analog stick, but... I'm not sure I want to use the analog stick for this. This is game over anyways. Alright. Turning off analog. Yo, this water, though. The music just... I think it fits very well so far. I like the music, but it just doesn't seem very fitting for what's going on screen most of the time. Okay, there's the boss. Of course, the boss goes underwater when I engage Berserk mode. Oh god. To avoid body. I wonder... Okay, I need to not shoot those. So I need to not use lock-on here. Fuck. Oh, man. Welp. Cool stage, let's do it again. But I think the back of the box said that there was, what, 7 levels? And this is like a similar death pace to the first game, so... As expected, I suppose. Yeah, I guess I know the boss's patterns now. I know not to shoot those things that come out of the water next time. Oh god. Well, there goes an 1/8 of my health. I definitely won't need that later. Especially because you don't get health back in this game. These are the little hangy dragons. I gotta save Berserk mode for the 3 that appear. Enough, as much health as I can for the boss. Okay. Yeah, Elemental Gearbolt was really good. I had never played that one until we did it in PS Explosion, and I liked most everything about that one, except it kind of felt like every single like spell that you got in the game was useless except for the fire one. So if you pressed a button on the front of the gun con, it would swap from fire to ice to, I think, lightning or air or something. And ice and lightning / air just did like no damage, and you can only actually use it like once every 2 seconds. Whereas you could pretty much rapid fire the fire spell. So if I were to change any one thing about Gearbolt, it probably would have been that. But the cutscenes were good. The soundtrack is amazing. The soundtrack for that game is floating around the internet if you want it. And it's really good. Oh, I could have just shot those down instead of avoiding them. Alright. Cool. Couldn't avoid that. Alright, so this is where the boss is, I think. Okay. New Tony Hawk, pretty much. So I think this boss just circles around for a while. Yeah, all the technical info about the reverse engineering stuff is really cool. Okay, I need to save Berserk mode until later. It just goes underwater. There's actually something similar to that for PlayStation called PSIO, but I wouldn't recommend the PSIO because it's not compatible with a lot of games on the PlayStation. But there actually technically is a PlayStation flash card, quote unquote. But from looking at the compatibility list, it appears it's got some pretty major compatibility problems. Okay, those I don't want to shoot. Part's way easier once you know to not shoot those things. Oh god. I was specifically talking about the last part game, not... Oh, for fuck's sake! That's fucked up, game. Please die, please die! Oh god! Okay. Wait, it's not dead yet. Okay, maybe it's just floating away. Okay. Oh. Alright, we did it. So, Panzer Dragoon 1 hurt my thumb. I actually had a huge blister on my thumb after doing Panzer Dragoon 1. Now, Panzer Dragoon 2 hurts right there on my left hand. Ugh. So we got 3 stages left, and if it's anything like 1, the last stage is just the final boss. This is probably the second to last full stage. God. Oh god. Oh god. This, oh god. This is certainly a stage. Holy shit. No, I'm playing this on a Saturn. It's actual Sega Saturn hardware. Wants to remove links? No. All I ask with links are that it's not, doesn't break Twitch TOS or is like a virus or actual pornography. Anything else? You're good. If you got a link, then you got a link, right? This, alright. They went kind of crazy with the particles on this level. I think this is actually a pretty good looking game. And considering that the Saturn is not really a very good 3D system, I think that's just a lot for this game. Oh, this is the boss already? Alright. Apparently it's got a beam shield, so I guess I can only hit it with regular shots. But yeah, the first game didn't really do that very often, where it blocked you from using the homing. Alright, I know that now. That's what I learned from this. For the boss of this stage, you cannot use the homing lasers. It'll just wreck you. Fire up Duke 3D. I think I have Duke 3D on the flash card here, so yeah, we can check out that one after this. I think I already showed what Doom looked like. Yeah, I definitely showed what Doom looked like. Worse. So it appears this is the hey, don't use homing lasers level. Well, hey, if Saturn Doom was the only version of Doom you've ever had, then it's probably a just fine version of Doom. Yeah, it was single-digit FPS for most of it, is what Saturn Doom was. They tried their best with it, but Saturn was not made for 3D games. Though Saturn Quake actually runs pretty good and looks okay. I'll give it that. Saturn Quake is actually pretty impressive. And I think you can also use mouse and keyboard on Saturn Quake, if I remember correctly. Because there actually is a keyboard peripheral and a mouse peripheral. Actually, I'm not sure about the keyboard, but you can definitely use the mouse with Quake. I think maybe with Doom as well. It must be Dreamcast I'm thinking about that has like keyboard support for some stuff. Okay, so I probably also can't use Berserk mode for this either. I guess I can give it a try. Yo, thank you for the host, Alex. Alright, waiting for damage. Yeah, this doesn't do anything. RIP. Okay, now we know. Can't even use Berserk mode on this boss. I hope the name for this boss is Hope You Like Mashing. Oh god, that's gonna hit me. Fuck! I thought I got that one. Man. Yeah, 3DO Doom is crazy. A bunch of FMV stuff in it, apparently. Okay, I might as well just use this here. Get rid of these damn things. Oh, they have beam shields too. Cool. Man, this stage sucks. I really don't like this stage. Oh god. Hey, Alex. Hey, congrats on the new job stuff. Last I heard, that was still going through. Congrats on that. My arms hurt now. Oh boy. So I'm probably not gonna have a blister from this game, but all this mashing's making me sore. Not for sure? Alright. I'm sure they'll get it done. Then you can have proper internet, and everything will be great. Doing this boss on already a third health is probably probably gonna end poorly. Oh, so you know by Thursday. Cool. Developer said, have you seen the BIOS screen for Saturn? There's a button that you can press to just have it show you a 6 spaceship just flying around on your Saturn menu. I think it's like the Z button. It just goes from the CD player interface to, yo, here's a spaceship. That's how you know it's a good system. I think it's supposed to be like the music visualizer for the CD player. But I don't know anybody who actually used their systems as CD players. So on a Saturn, it might as well be the 6 spaceship button. But I know that there's something weird with original PS1s that audiophiles actually use them as CD players, because apparently they don't process the digital signals or something more than they should. That sounds crazy to me, but hey.
Yak Meng.
I've read about her in Ma'an mythology.
Yo, thank you for the 4-month resub, Yak. Read about you in Panzer Dragoonology. Welcome back. Thank you for the resub. I need to pay more attention to my radar. Oh god, okay, that was just me missing. Shit. Adorable 3D things on stream. Are you turning your stream into Solo Man stream? I guess you're into Toho too, okay. So yes. Yes, you are turning your stream into Solo Man stream, apparently. Waifu and Chibi Night Lounge. Oh man. Yo. That's your ticket to full-time streamer town, man. Why is this phase taking this long? Because I'm not shooting that thing? Usually I only go through like 2 rows of these. Okay, that's why. World of Final Fantasy. I haven't seen much about that. Like my casual gaming that's not on stream time has been 3DS stuff lately. I played through a lot of Be It Rhythm, which, that game's okay. I like rhythm games, I like Final Fantasy, but for the most part, Be It Rhythm's a bit too easy on anything but Ultimate. And some of the Ultimate songs are just bullshit in difficulty. And I haven't played much of Curtain Call, so I don't know if they fix that in Curtain Call. This is on hardware with a 3D controller. I'm capturing it with a really nice capture card though, so I wouldn't blame anybody for thinking this is on emulator. Let's see, I beat the first Professor Layton game on 3DS yesterday during a break from programming, and pretty good game. And started, I think I'm like half an hour into the sequel, which was the Legacy of Azran, and man, that one is so much better. That's probably the best Layton game I've played so far. Because it looks amazing. It actually has action sequences in it. And the puzzles actually start off difficult. My 3DS is hacked. I just I don't want to bother installing the NTR thing, and I also don't have a way to capture audio from it. So I did actually consider that, but I decided against it. It's something I could theoretically do in the future, but for now, I'll keep my dirty 3DS casual stuff off stream. As I got the A9LH and Luma 3DS on there, which is pretty easy to set up. Like, a lot of the guides online are saying, "Oh man, this is a really time-consuming process that can be difficult." And it took me, I think, half an hour total from stock 3DS to completely hack the shit out of it in half an hour. So it's really not that bad. As long as you're prepared ahead of time. No, thank you for the host, but I saw you switched over to Zelda, so I'm assuming that things went sideways in FF12. Oh shit! God. I never know which one is gonna come at me first. Okay, it looks like I beat the boss anyways. Oh god. Oh. Well, there's 3DS capture with a hardware capture card, and then there's also the custom firmware one. So I got the new 3DS XL is the one that I got, and I love this thing, except it's got 3 vertical scratches on the top screen, and they drive me crazy if I have the 3D turned on, so I pretty much can't have the 3D on my 3DS. Oh baby, Mandy's an airy man. Yep. Yep. What languages do I do? All this is in C#, PHP, and Node.js, as well as SQL. SQL. All the bot stuff is in Node.js, which is JavaScript based. What else? The stuff I was working on this weekend was iOS and Objective-C. I've never done anything in Swift, so I have no idea what Swift is like. Thank you, host, for stuff. I also do just straight up C++ on occasion if I need to have really low level stuff done. But for the most part, it's in C# is primarily what I do. So welcome, folks, to the channel if you've never been here before. I primarily stream 32-bit console stuff. This is Panzer Dragoon 2 on the Saturn, played on an actual Saturn. So I'm using a flash card to play it on the Saturn, so the load times aren't exactly the same as they'd be on disc, but everything else is as it should be. Oh god. Am I supposed to be shooting? Oh jeez. Oh gee. Alright. So I think this is the second to last stage before the final boss, or it's the last stage before the final boss. If this is anything like the first game. So this is gonna be rough. Yeah, I do have Panzer Dragoon Saga. I have every single Saturn game on my little flashcard thing. every single US game, and some of the Japanese bangers. No PAL games though. I run the Node.js server off of a local server that I have here. It's a little Android, well, not quite Android, but it's a little ARM-based server, about the size of a deck of cards, just underneath my desk, that I use as a Node.js server and a file server. So I just have a little USB hard drive hooked up to it. Because I didn't want to have like a big ass tower PC just running Linux for a file server and a Node server. And I didn't want to bother with remote servers because the lag would have been... The lag actually broke a lot of my PS Explosion data stuff, so that's why I had to switch over to local server for all that for sequel. Oh man, look at this Butts raid. Yo, thank you for the host, BGG. Butts. Man. Ton of hosts. The hell do I do to deserve all these hosts tonight? I'm just poorly playing a Sega Saturn game. But I think this is the boss. And I'm probably gonna die in a few seconds. Never ban a Butts raid, Cyrus, please. Butts messages come from the heart. Like all Earthbound related things. So welcome, folks. I am Purry. I stream 32-bit console games for the most part on this channel. This is also a 32-bit console game. This is Panzer Dragoon 2 for the Sega Saturn. I'm playing this on a Sega Saturn. And we are most of the way through the game. I guess this is not a super long game. Butts. Yeah, Panzer Dragoon 1 is quite a bit harder. Yo, thank you for the host, Solo Man. All these hosts. Thank you, all base people. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, Panzer Dragoon 1. Yeah, Panzer Dragoon 1 had limited continues, and Panzer Dragoon 1 started off more difficult than this one did. So this one is about as difficult as 1 now at this point. So at some point in the future, I'm going to be playing through Panzer Dragoon Saga, which is like one of the most highly regarded Saturn games. And before I got into that, I wanted to beat Panzer Dragoon 1 and 2. So that's pretty much why I played through these for Saga. Because there apparently is some story overlap between the first 2 Panzer Dragoons and Saga. My chat is pretty much just full of hosts right now, so thank you all. Thank you all for the hosts. I've never played any of this before. Like, I never had a Saturn back in the day. So pretty much every single Saturn game that you see me stream, I've never played before. So I think this is the 3rd Saturn game that I've played on stream. The first one was a Japanese Parappa the Rapper clone called Jungle Rhythm, which I'm betting none of you have ever heard of. Because I had never heard of it until I got it. And it was certainly a video game. Okay, I gotta stop taking damage here. think for this part I should probably just not bother shooting things down, but just dodge everything. But I assume the Zelda is going well pitted. One of these days you'll play an actual good Zelda game in Mega Man Legends. One of the Saturn games I'm going to be streaming might as well be a Zelda. 2 of them, actually. What? How are you supposed to avoid that? How are you supposed to avoid the green? Alright, like that, apparently. And that must be the final boss. Oh, shit. So both me and the boss are like 1 hit away from dying. Okay. Yeah, the games I'm talking about, one of them is this. This game is called Wrinkle River Story, but it's a Japanese game, so here's the way that they made the title. Wrinkle River Story. And this is like furry Zelda, is what this is. And then Dark Savior is the other one, which is not furry Zelda. It's got the big old VHS tape box on it. Yep, Linkle Liver. That's the actual title of the game. Alright, here's the end of the game. So the final boss of Panzer Dragoon Saga 1 took me like 20 tries, so... I'm expecting this one to be rough too. I know, why bother if it's not furry Zelda, right? Why even bother playing it? Why am I not at full health at the start of this fight? What even is going... Okay. Alright, cool. Oh god, okay. I should maybe shoot these down. What? Alright. Sure. Think of the host again, Sullivan. Might as well just start off with this. It's gonna give me a full bar, I might as well use it. Oh shit, okay. Can't go all the way to the bottom doing that part. kind of surprised at the... How did that not hit me? That the final boss does... That it doesn't have one of those lock-on shields like that earlier boss did. Man, I'm really starting to feel this in my hand. Ugh. What? Okay. Guess I gotta be in the upper left. Alright, wore out right at the last instant. Oh shit! Alright, use the old circle the stream. Oh, okay. That didn't work. Oh my god. Okay, so it looks like I need to save my Berserk for... after it does the tail swipe thing. Yeah, FF7 or FF12 running. I suspected that running that game would be rough, but you never know just how bad it's going to be until you do it yourself. And that run is brutal. Okay, so over here. Yo, didn't get hit. Alright. Stay out of the center. Games. Alright, so I'll save the Berserk for the games. Yo, was that a perfect final boss? That no hit. No, I'll do an FF12 run again at some point, but I just need to take a break up from that one. All right, there you go. No hit final boss. So that final boss is a lot easier than one's final boss. So the end of the first game, my dragon blew itself up. Is this how the first game ends too? This is turning into reboot now. Okay, that's scenes from the first game. Hey, Solo Man. Alright, so this appears to be the end of the game. I stopped my timer for Panzer Dragoon 1 at 1 hour 29 minutes. So this is pretty much exactly the same length as the first game. I think I stopped the timer at the end of the credits. Yeah, these cutscenes are really good. That was one of the things that people say were like some of the best in the best things about Panzer Dragoon Saga was that the CG cutscenes are really good for the time. And this was from '96, and the cutscenes are really good. Huh. Alright. Alright, so this was the team that brought you Jet Set Radio. A few years later. I guess that was, what, 2000 when that came out? So in 4 years, the people who made this made Jet Set Radio. Alright, let's see if there's any... Oh, there's also Dragon Evolution in this? Glideling, Windrider, Armanite, Skydart, Brigade Wing, and then Type 01. And apparently there's something called Pandora's Box, which you either unlock by 100%ing the game, get 30 hours in the game, or have a save game for Panzer Dragoon Saga on your Saturn, which came out years after this did. So that's some planning, I guess. That they planned that, well, like 2 years in advance. So there's, so like the first game, there's a cheat code to turn on 60 FPS mode, which, again, that continues to be an amazing thing. Yeah, it looks like Pandora's Box has some of the dumber cheat codes that the first game did, which we saw those already. Alright. Okay, somebody requested that they wanted to see Saturn Duke Nukem 3D, so we'll fire that one up in a bit. After the credits over and we see what else is here. The entire Omega group. Alright. Yeah, I'll do it. Easy enough. Just gotta hit a few buttons on the D-pad, load it up on the flash cart.
トゥアノルロキロスエナ
All right. I'm a lunatic. Seems about right. Okay, there's a timer on the results screen. All right. So Panzer Dragoon 1 was an hour and 29 on the clock, and this one is an hour 27. What a ripoff. All right. So it looks like it hasn't unlocked any of the other cool stuff. Okay. Well, that's Panzer Dragoon 2. The next Panzer Dragoon game that we play eventually will be Panzer